What is up, my Facebook friends? Hello, hello, hello. I have something very special coming forward for you right now. I felt the nudge, since I'm not necessarily doing a live today, to help you see and become soul path aligned, right? In order to ascend, we must be soul path aligned. That is the truth, because our soul path is the path of the heart space. It is the path of self-growth and rising, and not part of the matrix, right? The matrix is falling, and we must learn now to become centered in the self and rising through our soul path. So today, if you want to do this with me, I need you to grab a pen and a paper because I'm going to help you see if you are soul path aligned. And there's a few questions I'm going to have you write down and then we're going to answer. Okay? So this is a little, not quite a workshop, right? I don't know, a little thing to help you see if you are soul path aligned. An event, right? This is something to help you. So I'm going to help you get to the answer. You're going to be honest with yourself and write down the answer to these questions. And that will help you, hopefully, either strengthen your soul path connection or get soul path aligned. Okay? It's going to tell you what you need to do and so on. So take your moment, get your pen and paper as I cleanse the energy with this Palo Santo. And all you must do is just accept what I'm about to bring you through. Okay. I have a healing wand that I have created. It is actually for sale, but it's part of a group of healing wands. But it's going to help you access your heart space and bring clarity to your knowing. Okay. It's going to open up your ability to hear. And then I have kyanite. I have my homemade pyramids that also have things like onyx or obsidian, lapis lazuli in them. We have danbarite right here, and we have chevron amethyst is here as well. These were what I was nudged to bring in. And they are all here to assist you to hear the answers that we are going to bring you into today. Okay. So even if you are not easily connected or listening to spirit, channeling spirit isn't something you often do, don't worry. All I need you to do is trust the immediate answer you receive and write it down. Okay. The immediate answers you receive, I need you to trust them and write them down. That's it. Okay. I will bring you to it. You will bring you through it. So all you have to do, ask the questions you are going to write down here in a moment. When we ask them, you will immediately write down the first thing that comes out without hesitation and without questioning it. Okay? Promise? That's all you have to do. All right. So if you want to find out if you are soul path aligned, as well as how to become more connected, how to become more balanced, how to strengthen co-creation, and if you're not soul path aligned, I'm going to help you get soul path aligned. Okay? All right. Grab your pen and paper. I hope you're ready. If not, stop the video, go get it, do what you got to do. Okay? Stay hydrated also, because being dehydrated is one way to disconnect you from your heart space very quickly. All right, so I'm going to call in the creator of all that is and all the angels into this space in just a moment. I'll have you write down the questions. Give space after each question for the answers. Okay? And then I will ask them in the energy. You will just write down the answers you receive. All right? I do burp when I release and connect and things like that, so just forgive. I'm here to help you, and this is to help you, okay? That's my goal. And so if you don't want to do this, that's okay too. If you want to and it calls to you, welcome. All right. So allow the Palo Santo to cleanse your space, to cleanse any energy that keeps you from connecting as well. I'm already releasing. I want your feet flat, put your feet flat on the floor for me. I promise I can talk. And let's explore what is coming up. I will actually probably post this on Facebook and on YouTube for everybody. Okay. All right, my friends. And then after we do this, I will just pull a card message for you. So I have some cards to the side of me, okay? And you can receive a card message. All right, so the first question I want you to write down, we're not asking them yet. I just want you to write this down. Okay, so you have your pen and paper, and this is what you're going to write down. Number one, am I aligned with my soul path? Am I aligned to or with my soul path? Number one, okay? Am I aligned with my soul path? Then you're going to give space. If the answer is yes, you're going to write all this down first. Okay, give a space there, just one is necessary. If the answer will be yes, you don't know yet because we're not trying to find the answer yet. You are just writing these down. If yes, how can I become more balanced? Write that down. I'm going to leave this up here for just a moment and give everybody time. If I go too fast, pause the video. Then write down, how do I strengthen co-creation? And then you will write down, what lessons am I working on now? Excuse me, I'm already releasing and we haven't even fully began. We're just writing it down first because I want you to be able to look at your answers and the questions that we go through, okay? Don't worry, keep writing. I will still give space, but then the next part would be if the answer was no, am I aligned with my soul path? And you get a no, we're going to ask, then you're going to ask, what is blocking me from being or becoming soul path aligned? Then you will ask, what are the immediate steps I need to take to become soul path aligned? So I'm going to give you a moment to write all this down. Take your time with it. If you need to pause the video, okay? So the main question is, am I aligned with my soul path? If you get a yes, these are the questions you're going to ask. If you get a no, these are the questions you're going to ask or want to know. Okay, so as I'm guiding you through it, if you have a no, don't worry about this part. But the moment I get to this part, you will get your answers. Okay? Of course, I will be guiding it, but then you'll know where to write the answers. How about that? Okay. If you need any more time to continue writing these down, pause the video, all right? And take your time with that. No rush. Okay? So for when you're ready, this is the part where we're going to begin. All right? So now I want your feet on the floor and I want your palms facing up in receptive mode with your pen next to you, and you'll be ready to write when it comes through. You don't have to worry. I'm going to walk you through it. Okay? I'm going to bring you to it and you're going to process through it. You're just going to write the immediate answers you get without hesitation. That's your job, okay? Say yes to accepting and then write the immediate answers you get without hesitation. All right? Okay, and this is to help you. This is to make sure you are soul path aligned. And maybe if we're not, what am I doing? What's blocking me? And if I am, what lessons am I working on right now? How do I strengthen that connection? And how do I strengthen my co-creation? Okay, because those are your blueprints to New Earth. And this is for those who want to ascend, who want to understand this part. I love the fact that this came through in my energy. So I hope you guys enjoy it as well. Okay? All right, so we're going to begin. So we're going to call on the Creator again and all the angels to be with us in this space and time. We're going to open our heart space and free our minds. Our feet are flat on the floor and our hands are facing up in receptive mode. And I just kind of want you to relax. Any tension you feel, anything you feel going on, I want you to relax it. As I've called in the Creator and the angels, we have Archangel Chamuel stepping forward to help you open your heart and bring clarity to the mind. Okay. And I'm going to bring down a little bit of sun and moon light right above our heads. And I'm calling in the energy of those who wish to join me today at any time whenever you find this video. It is timeless. I'm going to call in your energy. It will be called in. No worries, whoever you are and whenever you are. When you find this, it is meant for you. Spirit wants this for you. Okay? So if you felt the nudge and you opened the call, congratulations. This is for the elite souls who want to do the work to rise above it all, right? So good job, soul warrior. Welcome. I love you in my space, and I'm so thankful you're here. So we're just drawing down the energy. I'm using the sun and the moon right above your head, and I'm starting to filter out any muck and yuck. I'm disconnecting you from any blockages in the mind space. And we're opening your heart with the help and the essence of Archangel Chamuel to bring clarity to your answers. Okay. Also in your solar plexus, we are opening that up as well. And all you must do is trust immediately the answers you receive and write them down without hesitation. Do not think about them. Do not question if they are right and wrong. When I ask the questions, when you receive an answer, write it down. That's all you have to do. And then you can look back and go, okay, that's what I got to do. Okay. I would also love to hear your experiences in the comments below if you wish to share them. Let me know it worked for you. I would appreciate that. I am releasing as I'm here to help you open up to this energy. Excuse me. Just know I was going to do this just for Facebook, but I'm being told to post it both on Facebook and YouTube. So when we're ready, I'll hear that we're ready. For now, I'm removing some energy that is going to block you from receiving those messages. There's a little muck and yuck in the solar plexus in the gut area, so I'm going to clear that out. Also, I'm kind of just burning it with white light. I'm bringing clarity and calmness to your energy. And I just ask that you trust the answers you receive. You have a guide right by your side, including connected to your higher self at this time. So I'm making sure cord is going right up from your crown chakra all the way to your higher self. And I am really tightening that connection with your higher self. And your higher self is sending down light all the way from above. That's going to go down into your crown, your third eye, your throat, into your heart space. It's opening up all your chakras for clarity. It's going down into your solar plexus, your navel, your sacral, and your root. Excuse me. And it's going down from your chakra system and even into your legs and your feet, through your Earth Star chakra, and into the earth. And we're going to anchor you into the crystalline grid. So lots of releasing. Forgive that. That's a good thing. We are here today to find out if you are soul path aligned. We're going to release any expectations, any judgments. I don't want your opinions. I just want you to be open to what Spirit has to say. This message is going to come from your higher self and your heart space together. And I am opening up your receptivity for this transmission. So I just want you to relax. You can close your eyes. You don't have to close your eyes if you do. It'll bring clearer messages. But trust that when you get the message, you can write it down. I want you to write it down with urgency as you get it. I don't want you to hesitate or think about what you get. That is the key. I will bring you to the message and I want you to process through it. So I just want you to receive it and write it down. Receive it and write it down. Do not think, do not have expectations, do not have fear, because we're here to help you. That's what this is about. Okay? In order to rise, we have to be soul path aligned. So I want to help you. That's what this is for. There should be no fear. Removing fear, removing doubt, removing expectations and judgments. Removing lack, removing scarcity, and bringing up the energy that's holding you back so we can clear it. So not only are we going to give you the answers, I'm going to help you clear your path, okay? It's just my gift to you. I know what I've brought about and I know what we need to do, but I'm here for you. I've always been here and I always want to be here. I'm here for you to find your way home, to rise, okay? I love you. No matter who you are, I love you. I need you to hear that. I love you. And I want you to I want you to know that you are worthy of rising. All we have to do is be willing to put ourselves there. We have to be willing to be transparent. We have to be willing to grow as a soul, to forgive and place forgiveness where needed. We have to be willing to love unconditional. And that's what it's all about, is where love is not, no matter what, right? No matter what. Nobody's perfect. God doesn't want perfection. He wants honesty, transparency, and love. That's it. And working on more love because that's where he will be found. And that was a lot of releasing. So we're almost ready. That's what I'm hearing. Shamuel is helping diligently to make sure your energy is open right along with me, and your higher self is going to be transmuting these messages to you, transferring these messages to you, downloading them to you. Okay, these answers. Okay, let's begin. That's what I'm hearing. Let's begin. Okay. So I just want you to kind of breathe and I want you to keep your focus on your hands or your heart space, one of the two, or your feet. You can actually do that too. So they're saying your hands, focus on your hands, or your heart space, or your feet. Okay. Take a deep breath in and release. Write down the first answer you receive. Am I soul path aligned? Yes or no? Write it down. If you resonate with a yes, if you received yes, how can I become more balanced? I'm going to write mine down too. I heard some too. Giving you time to write it down. I got a lot, so I'm just giving you space. So that question was, how can I become more balanced in my soul path? Because I got a yes to being soul path aligned. And the next part, to those that are soul path aligned already, how do I strengthen co-creation? Write down immediately what you get without hesitation. How do I strengthen co-creation? The only thing that will block you is thinking or questioning. Next part. What lessons am I working on now? I'm writing it on my napkin. I didn't think I would get stuff, but I am. Okay. Now, if you need to pause and finish writing, you can. I will hold space for you. For those who got a no, am I soul path aligned? And they got a no, that is okay. That's what we're here to help you do too. Either way, you're getting what you need today. Am I soul path aligned? And you got a no. Don't worry. Don't let that scare you. This is what we're going to do. What is blocking me from being or becoming soul path aligned? First answer you receive or answers. What is blocking me from being or becoming soul path aligned? Write it down. I'm actually hearing people's answers. I'm going to say it one more time and just write the first things that come down. As you start writing, if more come out, just write them down. Don't question it. If you got a no to being soul path aligned, what is blocking you from being or becoming soul path aligned? I have to write something down because I heard it. I trust that I heard it for a reason. Next question, if you need to pause, go ahead. Next question, what are the immediate steps I need to take to become soul path aligned? What are the immediate steps I need to take to become soul path aligned? Write it down. Bring in all kinds of protections and light, crystalline grid, clarity. What are the immediate steps I need to take to become soul path aligned? I'm going to let you finish writing those down. And then we're going to remove the blocks and allow for ease and grace of soul path alignment. So what came up under the nose? We're going to ask that those be cleared for you, and that you have ease and grace in making the choices needed to be made to align with your soul path. That everything you need will align for you. So just keep writing if you need to. That is okay. I'm beginning to clear the energy for you. I'm going to light some more Palo Santo so I can start helping to clear your path either way, to either strengthen your path and co-creation and balance, or to become soul path aligned once again. What are the steps you need to make immediately? What are the immediate steps? That was the final question that you need to make to become soul path aligned. I will tell you to release all resistance. So we will push past all resistance. We will release all resistance. We trust in what we've received. We know it has a purpose that is here to help and love and bring clarity. We know things can be a challenge, but we accept the challenge. Just say yes to receive. We clear the muck and the yuck and the resistance. that keep us from being soul path aligned. Remember, it is still your choices of actions you need to make, but I now give you the strength to make them. Spirit says, do not worry. There should be no stress in this challenge, in this transmission. There should be no stress. It is here for you. So if you need to try it again, do it again. The biggest thing you need is to write down what you get without hesitation and to trust that that is what was meant for you. Number one, that will strengthen co-creation. We must trust in our messages from our guides and from spirit, trust in the connection from our higher self, and what may be outside of our normalcy. I release all resistance from becoming soul path aligned. There is no need for forgiveness if I am not. That is what we're here for. Okay. When we were before was not soul path aligned. We were in a matrix. So it's not an expectation that you should have already been there. What is wrong with you? Don't do that to yourself. Okay. It is, oh, thank goodness I can actually see this. And I was asking this because somebody was asking this. And that's what I'm here for. Okay. That is what we're here for. All right. I'm here to help you find your way home because that is our path. I am the path home. Okay. Beautiful. So if you want more time with that, go ahead and pause the video and take more time with that. I will now pull some cards for you. Some beautiful messages of the cards to see what Spirit has to say for you. Okay. This is for everybody who has shown up today, everybody whose energy was called in, everybody who took part in this activity. I don't know why I can't think of the word. It's not a challenge, this activity. It's kind of like a workshop. I don't know what word I'm looking for here. For everybody who took part in this, whatever this is. Okay. So I'm being called to draw in the masculine moon deck with one of my very first feminine moon decks. So that's what I'm doing right now because balance of the masculine and feminine is required. Super important to have that. And that's what I'm hearing. You want to make sure that we are in balance. If we are not in balance, it's hard to hear clearly. If we hesitate to the messages of Creator, we become blocked to hearing them. When you choose to listen to the guidance Spirit brings, it becomes stronger and more powerful each time. But the moment you hesitate and the moment you deny a call or you deny Spirit's message, it becomes clouded and it becomes harder to hear them each time. Okay? Because you chose not to the first time and you gave your power away and you didn't trust, right? And so those things will blind you and bind you. So make sure, just like in our little activity, you wrote down without hesitation. We don't hesitate. We don't think. We observe. We observe. We trust. We write it down. We trust. We trust. We observe. We surrender. Okay, it's part of the message. So let's see what the Lemuria deck has to say right now for all of you. What do we need to know at this time, Spirit? What do we need to know on this activity of becoming soul path aligned for those that are joining me today? I'm hearing one more. Ooh, Mount Shasta. Mount Shasta is a very interesting card for me because in the Return of Christ work, I cleared it. Not only did I cleared it, we freed all trapped souls. I cut it off life support when I returned the root chakra back to Fiji. Like a lot of work. Mount Shasta is the portal of the mind. Okay. That was that illusionary veil. And so when you take power back from your mind, it is a portal entry. Okay. When you don't listen to your mind, but you choose to listen to your heart space and the earth, your earth star chakra is coming in here as well, isn't it? Ooh, okay. So we need air is all about thoughts as well. Mount Shasta is not connected to ley lines. I need you to understand that. It has been cut off of life support. It was part of Return of Christ. This is true. I have part one and part two on my YouTube channel. I did those in 2020, I think it was, or 2021. It was one of the first things I did for the Return of Christ. It was filled with lots of trapped souls. There was a lot of darkness there, and they cut you off from Christ consciousness. And they would get in your head, and this is the power grids they would use to get in your head to mess with you. And so, one of your biggest challenges of the ascension and soul growth is to get out of your head and take the power back from your mind. That's why meditation is so important. And also realizing, is this from my heart space, or is it from fear, doubt, judgment, ego, greed? Those are part of the head. Is my self-talk positive and love, or is it a lens of yuck and muck and fear and confusion? Am I questioning everything? So just like in those answers, you had to write them down immediately, right? That's getting out of your head. As a pure channel, I can't think about the messages I get. They're not for me. I get them and I give them immediately. There is no hesitation. There is no filter. It comes directly from my heart space. Okay. Your soul path is the same way. It comes directly from the heart space, not the mind. And so, one of the biggest challenges is taking your power back from your mind. And that will continue through every portal as you rise. Okay. Earth Star Chakra, connect to the earth. The earth is here to help you shift that portal of the mind, because somebody needs to shift the portal of the mind. Somebody needs to disconnect from Mount Shasta. Okay. Mount Shasta was a false veil of illusion. That is the veil. It's not seeing the truth. It's being clouded and blinded and shrouded and binded. Okay. And I do know there was a lot of spiritual people who went there, and they do have a shadow to heal because of it. And that's okay. You weren't expected to not, you know, you didn't know that until we know that. You know what I mean? But we have a paradigm shift with the Earth Star Chakra and Mount Shasta. This is super important. Okay. Your reality will shift. The way you see things will shift when you question your thoughts. Are these my thoughts, or are they somebody else's thoughts? Am I choosing only thoughts of love and power and growth? If money comes up to tempt me, if I do this, I won't have enough money. That's of the mind, because I can call money in. So I have to know that I am. I am a creator. I am powerful. I'm a master manifester. I can't let my mind convince me otherwise, or other people's judgments either. Okay. This is the portal of the mind. Are my thoughts of love? If not, I need to clear them now. Okay. Is my self-talk nothing but unconditional love and power and excitement and joy? If anything is outside of that, I need to clear it now. As I go to do a challenge and something negative comes in my head, I need to clear it out and not choose that. I always have to choose love. This is a portal of the mind that needs to be cleared, and the earth will help you do it. Connect to the earth, clear your Earth Star Chakra, meditate with the earth, ground into the earth, and that will help you clear the portal of the mind. Beautiful message. Now I'm being called to pull in the moon decks, masculine and feminine, because balance is so important of both the moon and the sun. The moon is the masculine, the sun is the feminine. Okay. So here's a message from the feminine side. Beautiful. Okay, so if something comes up in your energy and you're like, I can't do this, that's what I'm talking about. Yes, you can. So don't pick that up. If you are jealous, why are you jealous? That's a shadow component, and it wants you to give your power away. Don't pick that up. I am capable. I am equal. We are all equal. I am worthy. Everything else is outside of the truth of who you are. Okay, it's part of a false timeline. It's part of wounds. It's part of the shackles that blind. The earth will help you get a new way of looking at things to clear the portal of the mind. I shed habits that hinder my truth. I release and renew. Okay. Release those things. That's what I told you. Anything that comes up that's not truthful, it's the yuck and the muck. You have to let them go. Snakes represent power upgrade. During the return of Christ, there were snakes that I would puke out of my solar plexus every time I would upgrade in power. Every time I would choose love over anything else, especially in the twin flame journey, I came upon 3 different snakes that I would energetically throw up out of my solar plexus because it represents a power upgrade. So when I choose to let go what is not, and I choose love, I gain a new perspective. I grow as a soul, and I use the earth to do it. She's here to help me be whole. Then I call more of my power back, and I become more powerful because I no longer give way to lack, greed, fear, judgment, ego. I focus on what is working. See? Focus on what is working, what you can do, what you are, who you are, what you're capable of. And if you still don't believe, don't pick up anything else other than I can, I'm here. I think I can, I think I can, right? Be the train that could. I focus on what is working, not on what is not. I release what is not. Okay, I release all lack and know that I am powerful. I have everything I need within me. I just need to call my power back. We are all sisters and reflect the divine in one another. We are all connected. All of us are connected. We should never try to be better than anybody else. You should never think that you're better than anybody else. You should never try to deplete somebody else to make you feel better. And you surely shouldn't let yourself accept anything other than love. Okay? We are all connected and we reflect the divine in one another. So everything you see in somebody else is a reflection in you because you're all connected. So you're going to attract whatever is a matching your vibration. Lessons are going to rise because you need to clear them, and others will reflect them for you. That's what we're here to do. We're all here to help each other grow and learn and love, and we will reflect that. I know I do. Healthy boundaries keep me centered and balanced. Yes, I have a course on boundaries because of that. I had to work on boundaries when I first had my awakening because I wasn't taught healthy boundaries. So boundaries is a big thing. Okay, it's knowing when to say no when temptations rise. It's knowing when to say no. I'm not going to let anything but what feels good, what is soul growth based, because that's a different challenge, right? Soul growth will make you feel vulnerable, and some people will shut down. That's not the boundary you want. You want soul growth. Okay. But if something is yucky and not right and wants to take my power away, I need to clear it. I'm not here to judge anybody else. Nobody's perfect. We need each other. So I don't want you to just be like, oh, they're not good enough. I'm going to block them. Don't do that. It's not ego we're working through here. It's love. Healthy boundaries keep me centered and balanced. I'm also hearing that for yourself. Okay. I know watching too much TV is not healthy. So I'm going to set a boundary. I get an hour a day, whatever the case may be. I'm going to set a boundary that I don't pick up my phone in the morning for at least an hour. I will meditate, right? I need healthy boundaries. I need to do what is healthy for me and be in balance no matter what others say. Okay. Now the masculine side. It's okay to say no, even to yourself and to thoughts that are not aligned, right? We're not here to judge anybody, though. Mm-mm. I feel like so many people are so quick to cut everybody else out rather than being like, can you help them see because I love them? Right? Like, let's just help them see, and I'm just going to clear the energies that don't belong. And if I have to hold space and they aren't there for a little while, that's okay too. But I hope they find their way back, right? I love everybody. I want everybody to be there. Okay. Expect powerful changes. When you do the work, expect powerful changes. Okay. When you step in, expect powerful changes. Meditate and contemplate, just like I told you. Okay. You have to meditate. Clear the mind. Clear the mind, and the rest will follow. Be colorblind. Don't be so shallow. That's the song I'm hearing. I heard that again the other day. Clear your mind and the rest will follow. Be colorblind, don't be so shallow. It's time to release that negativity. Exactly what I told you. Release it. Okay? Anything that comes up that's not of love, anything you see in others that triggers you, release it within you. Okay? Don't blame them. Don't just cut people off. Look within you and release it because we're all connected to do that. So, what in them that's triggering me is within me. It's me, it's not them. Okay? When my vibration rises, this lessons, and I learn the lesson, these things will cease to exist in my energy. So what's coming up that's in me that I need to heal? And I do put up protections. And if that means people don't show up, then maybe their vibration was too low, but that's not up to you. Okay. It's time to release that negativity. Continue releasing any thoughts that come up that are not love. Whenever your mind takes over, keep releasing it. Keep meditating. Okay. It takes time to readjust your habits, to reprogram that consciousness. You're very close to achieving your goal. Okay. You are very close to achieving this. That's why this is here today. Okay. Now I'm being called to draw one of these cards. This is from my deck, Guided Ascending Light, Epic Light Healing Journey. This is here to guide you through. Okay, so we have intricate measures. Pay attention to the details. This is important. Have you ever heard those readers say that what's not for you, don't pick it up? I will tell you everything I say matters. I have seen so many people also not understand how to listen to spirit because they pick and choose what they listen to. Everything that comes up has some meaning of something. Okay. If it's not feeling good, it's to release it. Right. If you don't understand it yet, put it in your pocket. But Spirit says you need to pay attention to all details. Right. We can't just gloss over and we can't pick and choose what makes us comfortable. Everything has a purpose that comes up, including the people you attract to you or the lessons and the energy they are carrying for you. Okay. Pay attention to all details. It's like the ship in the jar. It takes somebody intricate time and space and all the details and patience and building. It represents you. Okay. The ingredients take time and intricate details to put together to be the total healer healed in you. Okay. Pay attention to all details. Transparency is required. So one of the versions of self, this keeps coming up, especially for my new course. My courses really are there to help you. They're healing. They're not just courses, they're workshops. They heal all this because this is part of the journey. Okay, this is part of being soul path aligned. Transparency is about truth with self. If we are not willing to be transparent, it's self-sabotage. It's because we don't want to get out of our comfort zone. We're afraid of what's on the other side. We don't want to be honest with ourselves. Okay, so number one, we have to be transparent. I can't blame them. I can't judge them because we're connected. So what I'm seeing in them that I don't like is within me. And it's not for me to judge. It's for me to heal and release these thoughts that are coming up. I have to own them. I have to be willing to actually be honest with them so that I can clear them and gain a new perspective of love. Okay. Only when we're willing to see all truths, nothing but the truth, and to stand in our truth and not judge anything, myself or others, but to use those truths to be more powerful, more connected, more aligned. Like, hey, I can look back and realize I let money control me. I can look back and realize that I didn't love deeply. I was afraid of love. When I first met my twin flame, I was afraid he was going to hurt me. But at first, I didn't see that. I blamed his what he was doing, rather than just being still. Okay. So, transparency, we must look back and go, you know what? Yeah, I didn't like what I did, but that's okay. I need to see this fully because the veil of illusion didn't want you seeing all truths. The shadow hides really good where the light is not. But if we shine the light into everything and we just want to see the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth so that we can heal it and be more powerful, the shadow loses all power. and we gain all ours back, because that's all it's about. It's never about who's wrong and right. It's about where love was not. So keep going, okay? You're never too far away from that achievement. Just release what is not, and you're there. All right? So much love, my friends. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you received the answers that you received. And I really liked this. I'm glad I was here to help you, because I want everybody to rise into new earth, because we deserve it. We deserve to be free of all the illusions, all the fear, and all the pain. We deserve to be free and have abundance reign. Until next time, I love you. Signing off from Master Juniper Bloom Mystique.